I mean, I just keep on getting better looking with age. No. I'm at the fucking beauty parlor the other day, and the lady that cuts my hair, she's El Salvadorian. I don't know where that fits into the equation, but I've been going to her for like 2 years now. The very first time I sat in a chair, I swear to you, she goes, I don't know where these people learn how to conduct business. She says, oh, you're losing your hair. I was like, honey, what's the matter? You couldn't climb up on the chair and kick me in the balls too while you're at it? So, I should have been like, yeah, you just lost your tip. How about that? She cuts a good head of hair. What can I do? Anyhow. So, long story short, I'm sitting there waiting to get my hair cut, and I do something that I never do anymore. I go on Craigslist, and I'm searching through the video game section, knowing that I'm not going to find anything, when lo and behold, there's a lady. A lady. How did I know she was a lady? I'm checking Craigslist. There's a person on Craigslist. They're selling a Nintendo action set with, I don't know what it was, a dozen games? 10 games? Something like that? $60. I'm looking at this and I'm saying, yeah, bullshit. I'm like, what is this, an old ad? Somebody forgot to tear it down? Whatever. So, just out of nowhere, I don't know, I just decided I shot him a text. Hey, you still have the Nintendo stuff? I'm interested. I go home, I eat dinner, I'm sitting on the couch, I get a text back. Yes, I do. Do you want it? So I said, sure. You know, I forgot to mention, so this lady's like, I have to tell you, this is an old video game system. I'm not sure if it's still working. Are you still interested? And I'm like, yeah, you know what, I'll take a look at it. And she's like, I have to, and she's like, said it like 3 fucking times. I'm like, I get it, lady. So I said, well, can I come see it? She goes, well, we're going to have to meet somewhere. I'm like, all right, fine. I don't know what people think. What do they think? I'm going to come over to the house, I'm going to kick down the door and start finger banging them? Give me a break. I'm a nice guy. Anyhow, so we meet in some parking lot in a grocery store over there, and I'm going on and on here. Let's check it out, huh? All right. So, I did record the interaction with the camera glasses, but I mean, to be honest with you, I don't want to bore you guys to tears. She basically kept on yammering on about how the thing might not work. She seemed like she was like riddled with guilt if she didn't tell me a million times that the thing might not work. I get it, lady. Anyway, here we go. A Nintendo action set. I guess the action set's a console game and the Zappa. The box is in good condition. It's pretty decent. It's not bad. I didn't even open it up yet. This thing could be full of charcoal. So, let me crack it open here. 'Cause I'm always curious to see if somebody left a game in the system. So, here we go. All right, here we go. Packed in the styrofoam here. What the hell is all this? We got... Oh, yeah. What is that? I don't know what this is doing. It's a ripped Nintendo Power. This is a console Snuggie? I've never seen that before. That was all the rage with Atari. Atari, I remember going over a couple people's house and they had like the vinyl cover on their Atari. But I've never seen one for a Nintendo. It's like a Nintendo Snuggie. And it looks like an albatross had a stomach virus all over it. It's either that or her son really liked Super Mario Brothers. Alright, enough of this. All the instructions, blah, 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 manuals, stuff like that. I just mainly came in here to make sure it's in here and to see if there's a game in the console. No game in the console. Okay, Nintendo action set. We've all seen it before, no big deal. Here we go. Let's check out the games. I love talking about Nintendo games because, listen, when I was in my video gaming prime, the Nintendo was where it was at. And it's just so... Anyway, let's check them out, huh? Battletoads. Battletoads with the manual. I used to play this game with my buddy Rex all the time. Sleepovers all night long, Battletoads. We used to just play it over and over. We'd watch Total Recall. I remember sleepovers, we'd watch Total Recall, Nightmare on Elm Street, over and over and over again. Total Recall, over and over and over again. And play Battletoads. Till the sun came up. And then well into the morning. Eat breakfast and everything. And then conk out. Wake up like the next night. Ah, man, good times. Here we go. Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Don't know. Never understood that show on TV. Hated it. But I used to watch it all the time. I just wanted to see a cappella sing the song. Alright. Here's a game that I've never really played before. A lot of people talk very highly of it. And this is Little Nemo the Dream Master. Very famous Capcom game. Just never really crossed paths with it when I was heavily into gaming. No memories of that game. Okay. Mega Man 2. Highly regarded as many people's favorite Mega Man game. I think because it's probably the easiest of the Mega Man games. I remember I borrowed this one from a kid at school and played it. I liked it. I didn't go crazy for it. I liked it. I beat it. And I don't know. Mega Man games never really had a lot of pull on me. I played this one and it wasn't like, I gotta play the third one and the fourth one. I never really thought about it. Alright. Tetris. I don't think you'll ever find a lot of Nintendo games and not find a Tetris in there. I'm curious to know how many of these were made. But if you're going to get a common game for the NES, Tetris is probably a good one to get. Yeah, can't go wrong with Tetris, right? Castlevania 3, Dracula's Curse. I don't know. Listen, I don't know when it became so popular to like Simon's Quest. I don't. And it was like, it's like now Simon's Quest is everybody's favorite game. It's amazing to me because if you went back when we were kids and you were flipping through somebody's Nintendo, you'd be like Faxanado, Aussie Pro Am, Contra, you flip, you'd see Simon's Quest and it was like. You throw it away. It would make that sound like when you get killed in Kung Fu. Dong. That's everybody's favorite game now. I love it. I love how things have changed. Everybody loves Simon's Quest, and everybody loves The Adventures of Link. That's like everybody's new favorite game. Adventures of Link? You kidding me? After the first Legend of Zelda, you want to talk about one of the biggest, drop-offs for a franchise was going from Legend of Zelda to The Adventures of Link. Nobody touched it with a 10-foot pole. Now it's everybody's favorite game. These fucking YouTube video gamers are so full of shit. And you know what? The funny thing is, if we could all rewind to 1987, they'd all be changing that tune again. Because they'd get ostracized by their friends. You get thrown into a locker. You walk by, Simon's Quest and Adventures of Link, boy, two favorite Nintendo games. Slam right into the locker. All right. Here we go. Legend of Zelda, gold card. It's a little banged up. Legend of Zelda. You know what used to piss me off about Legend of Zelda? The whole thing about hitting the reset button and turning off the power so you didn't clear the battery. I remember getting so invested in Legend of Zelda. Naturally, I beat it. Hey, listen, I gotta pull my video game card on that. Naturally, I beat it, but I can remember so many times investing so much time into it and then having my whole quest erased. You don't know how heartbreaking that is for a kid. you know, when you're 3/4 of the way through the game and you lose your information, it's like, oh God, it's devastating. Okay. Hudson's Adventure Island. I remember, I don't know if I had it. I think my buddy Steve loved this game. Loved it. I think just because this dingbat rides a skateboard in the game. I just thought it was kind of chintzy. I always thought it was chintzy. I know people really hold this game in a high regard now. But back when I was a kid, I didn't have it for this game. To me, it was very simplistic. It seemed very, very cheap. All right. Dr. Mario, you know, with the manual. Dr. Mario. That's a good puzzler. Dr. Mario. Wheel of Fortune in the box. Whoop-de-doo. Was a working Legend of Zelda. Okay, here we go. Mario Brothers Duck Hunt. I guess that's appropriate for the action set, right? With the instruction manual. Okay, and last, I didn't really even save this for last, but I'm glad it is last. I don't believe in my career of doing, you know, picking up games that I've ever run across this game before. It's one of my top favorite games of all time. It might even be in my top 5. It's certainly one of my most favorite and most treasured Nintendo games of all time. And I think it's eluded me up until this point. I don't think we found one. And here's one in really nice shape. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the greatest video games of all time. That's Maniac Mansion. God, I hear the music as I stand here right now. Oh, epic music. Here it is. LucasArts, right? This is LucasArts? Lucasfilm Games. I always say LucasArts. It's a Lucasfilm game. Wow. Point and click adventure. This game is so much fun. You go into this mansion, and what I loved about this game is you don't die. You get captured by this crazy professor, and he throws you down in his basement. And in order to get yourself out, you gotta call your like tag team partner. He's gotta come in and free you. But you'd be wandering around this house, and depending on what was happening, you didn't know whether the next room you were gonna walk in, you were gonna get captured. It was really kind of an eerie game. It was kind of a, believe it or not, it was kind of a frightening game for the time, because you didn't know what was gonna be behind the next door. And once you encountered it, I believe you could run. But I'm pretty sure you get captured. But anyway, listen, if you're gonna play Maniac Mansion, all I want to do is I want to pop this game in right now. I want to go to the pool. This crazy scientist, he had a nuclear reactor underneath the pool of in his in-ground pool, and I guess the pool is what was keeping the reactor cool. So one of the fastest ways to end this game is you go in the backyard to the pool and you just drain the water. And then the nuclear reactor blows up and the fucking house goes sky high. I mean, that's what I would do right now. But the game is so deep. There's different endings for every character. There's many multiple endings that really makes you want to go back and try more and more and more and more. I can't speak highly enough about Maniac Mansion. It's a fantastic game. It really is. I really miss this one. I might even keep this one. I love this game so much. So that's it. You just tuned into the greatest video game program in the history of human civilization. I'm your host, Ben N1000. I'll see you next time.